Welcome to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. We got, in the color pink, playing as the Chinese, is Louis. Being a Chinese himself is look, usually, you know what's very funny? A lot of Chinese play China. I know that because I live in China and I play in the Asian servers. Mostly you see Chinese people playing China and Mongols. Whereas a lot of people complaining, why do you see so many English in the ladder? Well, you need to be in the Asian server. Anyway, in the color green, playing as the Ottomans, you got Dicynator. That's gonna be a very interesting match. Ottomans really well known for his aggression. Once they have enough military schools, enough productions, they can just send so many units to your base. And the Chinese is like the complete opposite. They need time to get his economy going because their advantage is in their economy. And with better economy, of course, you can overwhelm your opponent with more units, better siege, and, you know, eventually win the game. But that's only gonna happen if the opponent doesn't kill you first. So let's see a very aggressive civilization versus a very defensive one. Let's see how this goes. Now I'm gonna put the villager count here just so that you can see how many villagers there is on each side. I find that it's really useful if you want some villagers. If you want to learn a build order, just check how many villagers they have at each minute, and it's really good to learn this game, especially if you are starting out. Balancing your economy is a big thing here. So I'm gonna put this in a while, and we will change it to income per minute as the game goes by. So far, we see the first spearman going out. It's gonna take a while to get there. We see the TC protecting these berries, so I don't think the spearman is gonna be able to do much. I don't know if Dicynator actually scouted that base. Should be able to do that now. Now, if he finds it, he will find the gold here. It looks like he went to the other side. Spearman won't be able to do much here. Now we see the Louis aging up with one villager. It's gonna be the Imperial Academy first. Usually they go the Imperial Academy first because you can defend with units against the Mongol aggression. Sorry, the Ottoman aggression. You know what's funny? In Chinese, it's very popular for the kids to watch Ultraman. And Ultraman is super popular against kids, and it's actually very successful franchise here. So you will see toys, you will see a lot of things related to Ottoman, which for me was the Power Rangers, right? Not really Ultraman. But the funny thing is, in Chinese, Ultraman, they say Ottoman. That's how they say it. They don't say Ultraman. The way they speak in Chinese, they just read it as Ottoman, just exactly like this. So this is Dicynator actually playing the Ultraman, and without even knowing. My microphone almost fall. Oh my god. Now we see villagers here going to build the Barbican. It's gonna be a very kind of offensive position. Protects the gold here. Kind of protects the gold. Protects the berries a bit. Trying to think of the expansion as, you know, try to put your buildings on fronts just so that you have like a bigger expansion here. That's something to think about. Whoops, something got off with my mouse. Anyway, 4 villagers aging up, this should be enough number of villagers to go gather those berries, and looks like he will go for this sun. You need some villagers healed. These berries, besides being free, you have extra gathering rate, so it's really good. Now 3 spearmen going up for the Ottoman prayer. Why it says Dicynator just reached the feudal age? I think it reached a long time ago. Anyway, we building the tribunes. You know what's funny? I'm gonna come up with a lot of special stuff here related to China, just because I live here. Where I live in Chengdu, there is a alley. It's called Jingli. It's like a very old alley, and I actually have another channel for all my footage here in China. But before, I didn't manage to find it this year, but before you got the Jugenu, you can try the Jugenu. This weapon here, it's called the Zhuge It's like the person who got in charge of creating this weapon, I think was a minister or something. That's why they call this weapon the Zhuge. And you can actually try this weapon. If you go to China, there is this weapon there you can try. Unfortunately, I didn't find it this year. Maybe they removed it, or I don't know where it went. But it's very interesting. This is a very unique weapon for Chinese, and it's very interesting that the developers managed to do a lot of research and put all these little details in this game. But anyway, let's talk about the strategies here. Louis going for a second town center, a typical build for the Chinese. It's funny, only going out with only one Chugunu. Looks like he will trick the opponent to think that he has more army, but in reality he has not. So it's more of a decoy, right? Second town center going out in a very safe place. Usually with Chinese, you don't want the town center near the foot because you want to gather those taxes with the imperial officials. And now we see that Ipagi trying to do some harassment here. Let's see his path here. Now, let's see what's the production for the Ottomans. Now we have one stable, and remember this blacksmith will give extra production speed for all the buildings that are inside the influence of this blacksmith. So these units are gonna come up really fast. I don't know why he's sending the pikemen there. Really interesting decision. It's not like he's gonna go with horsemen or something. But anyway, walls going out for the northwest side of the map. Only one Jugenu and one spearman to protect. And now the Sipai trying to do some harassment here, but the town center with a hand cannon split in placement, it's gonna be able to scare it, and with that the Sipai goes down. It looks like we have a fast castle going out for our Ottoman player. Or I should say Ultraman player. Very common these days. Going for this extra production speed, 3 units, and eventually, I don't know if we will see a Fast Imperial for the Ottomans to get this great bombard. But now, looks like Dicynator getting a villager here. He won't be able to escape. No wheelbarrow yet for the Chinese player. And now with double production, look at how fast they build. With the Song Dynasty, they should be able to produce villagers each 15 seconds with 2 town centers. It's the equivalent of 3 town centers. It's crazy. Is it the equivalent of 3 town centers? It's like each 15 seconds? I don't think it's 3 town centers. Like, yeah, it is true. It is true. I guess it's something like 3. Anyway, 2 point something maybe. Now aging up for the Ottoman player. We got MIA. Wait for this nice Magonel here. Just being annoying with a horseman. Be able to get this Jugenu. And now should be able to get some villager kills if the villagers don't rebel against the yeah, the villagers can manage to defend themselves. Pretty usual stuff. Now we see more units going for the Ottoman player. Now this is the point where the Ottomans with more production, they should be able to have more military. You can see he's gonna choose the man-at-arms. Definitely a good choice, but Louis almost close to reaching Castle Age. Looks like he's migrating to go to Castle Age. No units yet. Building a very defensive strategy, to just like we predict. The Chinese should be able to defend well. And you know what's funny? They really build fast. I have a building next to me, which I've been observing the last few months since I arrived, because we went to live to a new home with my wife here in Chengdu, and I have a building here that is being built, and they really build fast. And you can see how the building, it's already halfway after 3 months, and you're talking about big buildings here. Like it's amazing. It's really amazing. Aging up for Louis, it's gonna be the astronomical clock tower. So far, no signs for the Ottoman player to go Imperial, so looks like he will go for a Castle Age rush. These walls should give Louis a little bit of extra space to fight, but looks like the palace guards will join the party soon. Jugenus doing a good job against the spearmen, but not so good against these man-at-arms. Looks like more and more units going out. It's already 12 man-at-arms. Remember, you have the Nest of Bees. With the Nest of Bees, it's gonna be hard for the Ottoman player to push into the enemy base. Now, Louis in a little bit of a trouble here. This raid's gonna it's gonna balance off his economy a little bit, just because you have to save so many villagers. But because you have the town center here helping you, it's not gonna be much of a big deal. And now, Nest of Peace goes up. Should be able to deal with the most units that the Ottoman player has. And now, this unit's going on in the wrong place. Not even start the battle and already losing one man-at-arms. Now, Nest of Peace doing a really good job on dealing with those man-at-arms units. Also, crossbows going out for Louis. Let's see how is the production of the Ottoman player. How many military schools? We're talking about 4 military schools. Yeah, it's gonna be the 4th one. You need way more production for this. You cannot lose your army here. You need to be careful with this Nest of Peace. Can really hit the Magono and actually do quite significant damage. Look at this. Looks like he will only choose one Nest of Peace. Should be enough to protect this area. Crossbowman doing a really good job against the man-at-arms, and the Nest of Peace is carrying any kind of unit that will be thrown here. Looks like Dicynator just needs to grab his units back home. He's just losing so many units. He's losing a lot of momentum he had, because he had the advantage of going to Castle Age and, you know, getting all those free units. But Louis doing a really good job on defending. Wololo happening here. Looks like it's not gonna happen. And also, no relics for the Ottoman player yet. Like, he's just started to create his monks or his imams. There are springlets. This is Clock Tower Springlet, which means has more HP. Now the Ottoman player gathering his army here. I wonder why he has the spearman here. It's not even upgraded spearman. Is it spearman here? Yeah, sadly, some of these military schools have the spearman there selected, so it's a pity. It's a pity. So it happens a lot when you are playing the Ottomans, and you don't even want to upgrade them because it's like I didn't even want to. It's like the unwanted son. Like you don't give all the benefits. That sounds so cool. But anyway, one relic going up for the Ottoman player. Try to find something here, but he won't be able to get any harassment. That's really bad for the Ottoman player, because as time goes by, the Chinese will produce more and more villagers, whereas the Ottoman player only sitting on 1 TC now. He has the military schools, but he's gonna get... he needs more than that if he wants to catch up with the Chinese economy. Maybe for a second town center will be a good choice for him. And now doing some really nice job with the palace guards raiding here. Ottoman player don't have much protection here. Sadly, he will lose this food income. Crossbowman dealing with any kind of harassment that Dicynator is giving. And looks like more towers going out for Louis. Let's see how's his vision. You really need this tower in, because in the stealth forest you don't see anything. Look at this villager. Cannot see anything. So if there is any units coming to your base, you won't really notice it. And he's doing the right thing. He's building outposts all over the place. Not because Chinese build really fast. You only need one villager, and pretty quickly you will have your map covered with full vision. Definitely doing the right thing. And now moving forward with his army. Talking about 37 against 30, not a huge difference for our Ottoman player. Looks like he will need much more military than that, but looks... now we know why he doesn't have military. He want to go Imperial. But let's see if he will manage to survive Imperial. I don't think this unupgraded spearman will do anything against those palace guards. Now, aging up with 11, Louis will be forced to push this army into the enemy base. He knows he cannot have a big army. There's no way he can have that army. Looks like Imperial will go up for the Ottoman player. And Louis with a lot of palace guards. And three nests of bees should be able to clean this army very quickly. We should be able to see the Great Bombard joining soon. I don't know why it says like he already reached the Imperial Age. I don't know why we don't see it, but anyway. A nest of bees dealing with all these units. You can see the issue of not having siege here to deal with those nests of bees. Magonel's getting nice shots, but not at the right target. Gonna hit the nest of bees, but the nest of bees have more HP than regular nest of bees. These are clock tower nest of bees. Now with more palace guards and the crossbowmen doing a huge push. Nest of bees doing a really good job dealing with the Magonel. So far, no Great Bombard in queue. It's like it's not looking really good for the Ottoman player. He lacks the military. He already goes to Imperial, but at what cost? Now the monastery goes down, and with that, the monks should be able to take this. And look at this. Louis already with a monk in place to get all the relics here. There must be a bug here. You should be able to see the Great Bomber. There you go. But instead, if instead of having the Great Bomber, he has the Springlet. he's forced to build the sprinkles because he has too many SSPs. But the funny thing is, the Great Bomber can deal with this. The Great Bomber can shot here, and I don't know if in one shot he will hit an SSPs, but I feel you cannot go Imperial like this. That's a big mistake. And indeed, he realizes he cannot beat this army, and GG gets called. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, subscribe for more Age of Empires 4 videos, and I will see you in the next one.